Suppose this woman marries again. Seems to be something she makes quite a habit of doing, doesn't it?
Yeah, does her new chap, Mr. Bert Bloggins, then acquire royal status from her? Wouldn't this turn royal rank into a kind of contagious disease? His Royal Highness, Mr. Bert Bloggins, all bow down. And if to be a king is to have meaning, then the title itself must be a sacred thing, carrying with it duties and responsibilities and limitations of an awesome kind. And that is what the abdication was about, and I will not have it cheapened! Let him know that.
I'll try, sir. German people gave welcome to His Royal Highness the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, here to study Reich conditions under the welcome of Reich Minister Robert Ley. He's the hideously ugly one on the left. He's a drunkard who was brought up in a Cologne brothel. Now spends his time persecuting Jews and anyone else who disagrees with him. Hearty welcome, Royal Britons, to the new, prosperous Germany.
I was under the impression it was the king who made state visits.
And the Queen. Don't forget the Queen.
How could he do this to Bertie?
Oh,
extraordinary.
That vile gesture.
Good God.
Here for the first time in America, a British king and queen on a royal visit. We like the king and queen even more after seeing them take the hurdles of our hospitality. There have been those who've said King George and Queen Elizabeth are trying to drag us into a world war. We didn't see any sign of that. Just a royal couple on the friendliest of terms with our president and his first lady.
Thank you all so much. And we're off the hook. I think we both know that very soon we shall be involved in a life or death struggle with Herr Hitler. And you are our first line of defense.
I can't say how touched and flattered I am you asked us. And Munich. Munich was a mistake.
Yes, what a pity you couldn't command Mr. Chamberlain to stay away from Herr Hitler.
I can't command. You know I can't command. I'm George VI, not Henry VIII. There are times when I wish I bloody well was Henry VIII, but I'm not. I'm a constitutional monarch. I advise, appeal, counsel, warn, recommend, suggest, persuade, intimate, plead, wheedle, and generally crawl around on my hands and knees.
Your Majesty is a veritable thesaurus.
It's what I do.
Nobody wants war. But if the Germans bomb London, America will come in. I think I can promise you that.
I wish my ministers would talk to me in the way you do.
Well, perhaps they are restrained by the hereditary nature of your office, which, of course, I'm not. President to King. It's much more fun than Congress.
And I take it I have your permission to communicate your thoughts, in confidence, of course, to my government.
Never write down the words of a politician, young man. Time changes all our intentions.
Of course. Read it back again, my darling.
For the second time in the lives of most of us, we are at war. Can't believe it's happening again. I really can't. When my brother died in the Great War, Over and over again, we have tried to find a peaceful way out of the differences between ourselves and those who are now our enemies. But it has been in vain.
How so?
You'll never believe this, sir. We can't find the form of words we used last time we declared war on Germany.
War has been declared, but our forces are mobilized and ready to stand firm against the Nazi aggressor. No one wants to go down this path again, but Britain is ready to dig in for the fight, and our children steadfastly play their part on the road to victory. Godspeed, and you'll soon be back home.
Mr. Churchill, I'm sorry to see that Mr. Chamberlain has lost the confidence of the House.
These are difficult times, sir. The Nazi invasion of Holland and the Low Countries, which commenced at 3 a.m. this morning on a broad front, proceeding with the ruthless brutality already witnessed in Czechoslovakia and Poland.
Indeed. I read the papers. I suppose you don't know why I have sent for you.
Sir, I simply couldn't imagine why.
I want you to form a government.
I will most certainly do so, if you ask me, sir.
Preferably without Lord Beaverbrook. Nothing to do with his support for Wallace. And, as your sovereign, I'm well aware that my function is only to advise, to counsel, and to warn.
Indeed, sir.
So, I'm advising you.
Thank you, sir. I take what you say with great seriousness. May I say that all who serve you bear a tremendous debt of gratitude for your high sense of duty to your family and the manner in which you've shouldered the immense burden you've undertaken.
The immense burden in this case being you. The Beaver is still making trouble with David. But you're going to hire him anyway, aren't you?
I'd rather have him inside the tent pissing out than outside the tent pissing in, sir.
Royal Page's office, Buckingham Palace. Who is speaking, please? I'm sorry, this line isn't very good. You are the Queen of the Netherlands. Right, I'm sure you are. Now look, it is 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm not in the mood. You are the Queen of the Netherlands. I must apologise, ma'am. Right. Right. I'll go and get him, ma'am. Sir?
What is it?
Sir, we have the Queen of the Netherlands on the telephone, sir. She says it's urgent.
I'll be right with you.
What does she want? She wants you to send some aircraft, sir, for the defence of Holland. She sounds in some distress, sir.
Have you got any aircraft to spare?
Wasn't that your department rather than mine?